Well, the heat is now being turned up on the NFL. ESPN reporting that Baltimore Ravens running back Ray Rice did tell NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell back in June that he knocked out his then fiancée in that elevator. But in an interview with CBS News, Commissioner Goodell claims Rice was not very clear about what really happened.
When we make a decision, we want to have all the information that's available. And obviously that was that when we met with Ray Rice and his representatives, it was ambiguous about what actually happened.
So what comes next? Chief Correspondent Jonathon Hunt with the very latest. You know, Jonathan, this report from ESPN, I mean, it raises questions, but also it seems the pressure on Goodell.
Yeah, absolutely. More and more pressure on the NFL commissioner to say exactly in detail what he knew and when he knew it. Now, ESPN in this report cites 4 different sources who say that Ray Rice told Goodell in June at a meeting at the NFL headquarters that he had indeed hit his then fiancée in the elevator. One of those sources quoted as saying, quote, Ray didn't lie to the commissioner. He told the truth to Goodell. He made it clear he had hit her. Another saying, quote, there was no ambiguity about what happened. Now, these are people that ESPN describes as being close to Ray Rice, but it's also worth remembering that the Atlantic City Municipal Court complaint from the February incident said the following, quote, Ray Rice had committed, quote, assault by attempting to cause bodily injury to Jay Palmer, specifically by striking her with his hand, rendering her unconscious. And if Roger Goodell says, as he just did in that clip you played from CBS, that they wanted all the information before he made any decision, that criminal complaint was in the public record. That was available to him, Eric. And
Jonathon Rice's team, of course, the Ravens, they were back in the field last night in this controversy. I mean, man, it was front and center last night.
Yeah, absolutely. You only need to take a look at some of the fans who were gathering pre-game, a lot of them showing their support for Ray Rice, some even turning up wearing Rice's number 27 jersey. Listen here.
I still like Ray Rice as a player and a person. What he does off the field, you know, shouldn't matter.
I still think he's a good person who made one big mistake.
Now, the Ravens won their game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the domestic violence issue caused a lot of changes to CBS programming. The network abruptly pulled a planned splashy musical introduction from Rihanna herself, of course, a victim of violence at the hands of then-boyfriend Chris Brown. Instead, CBS began their show with a news-based discussion of all of these issues. Now, this, of course, has been the worst week in Roger Goodell's time as commissioner, Eric, but he has said he's confident he'll hang on to his job. He's also promised an independent investigation headed by former FBI Director Robert Mueller, although a lot of people questioning exactly how independent that will be, given that Mueller is going to be overseen by 2 NFL team owners who just happen to be very close to the commissioner, Eric.
Yeah, and it seems the owners certainly are backing the commissioner.
Yeah, certainly for now.
Very well for them. Jonathon, thank you so much.
Sure.